Hello and welcome to another video from Garden Cam Man, that's me. This video shows me hedge trimming. When I do a hedge like this, a box hedge, it's actually a Pittosporum hedge, I always start with the sides. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, I'll explain that. But always start with the sides before the top. That way you seem to get a much leveler top on there. So yeah, always try and do long, sort of smooth strokes whenever you can. It just makes it easier, so you sort of don't have to work as hard if you just hold it in position and walk along with it, as I'm sort of doing there, going on both sides. Then I'm working along the other side, so you can't actually see that at the moment. But here I move up around because this is sort of an S-shaped box hedge, and all I'm doing is using the garden edging, which is underneath it, the concrete edging, and just sort of following that around. That way I know I'm getting the shape exactly the same every time. And you don't have to worry too much about taking too many leaves off these, because they grow back very quickly anyway. I'd say I'll do this one every, say, 2 months, roundabout 2 to 3 months. And sometimes I've taken it back right until there's no leaves on it whatsoever, and 3 months later it's all straight back to where it was. So they do take a bit of looking after, basically. There we go. Goes round there, straight up there. Good, now just got to pick up all that. So yeah, just using a mower to pick up most of the leaves makes it a bit easier. Of course, this is in 10 times speed, so you can't see much. And here I'm just showing if you get an edge on the bottom once you finish like that, the best way to do it is just get a whippersnipper out and just sort of go up and down like that, and that'll get the lower ones. I have seen people with scissors and crawling along the ground and all sorts of things, just pruners. All it takes is a whippersnipper, just go along the bottom edge, and then of course just blow all the leaves away. And that only takes about a minute, whereas I've seen some people down there pruning and cutting each one off. Sometimes takes 10 to 20 minutes, but yeah, 1 minute later, whippersnipper. There's a little trick for you, and just do it on the other side or wherever you need to do it, and yeah, it just makes it look much squarer like that. There we go, the finished product. Use that edge to line it up. Looks good. Okay, so here I'm mowing a lawn which I haven't been to in over a month, so it started to get quite thick. This is quite a large lawn, this one. It's 3 tiers and a real tour of the Australian bush almost. It's basically got everything in it, this garden. It's quite an adventure. But here, yeah, just using the lawn boss and just lowering the grass right down as low as I can get it, pretty much, because I know it's going to grow back and I won't be there for another 2 weeks. Spreading the grass out as evenly as I can, and just mulching it up with the mower. I find as fine as I can get it, the better. You can just go backwards and forwards over it. There's no real technique, just yeah, just backwards and forwards pretty much is the best way sometimes. These islands in the yard are a bit of a pain because they're eye shaped, they're not perfectly round. And now I'm moving away from that area and down into, oh no, sorry, this is just going around the back of the hedge. I'm still on the same top tier with this one. So that's where I just mowed there. And now I'm, yeah, sort of heading down into the back tracks where all the garden is. And here's on the next level down. So around about 5 years ago, this was perfectly looked after, but as you can see, things have gotten away a bit down here. A few thistles popping up. I don't think the lady walks down here much after her dog passed away. She used to walk down there all the time, so she doesn't really go down there much. However, I still do my best to go down there when I've got the time. And yeah, just keep it all looking good down in this river. A lot of ducks live down in there. In fact, when I was mowing there today, there was a few eggs that had been eaten by crows. So the crows must have taken the eggs off the ducks. But here is not necessarily grass, but sort of bark off the gum trees. But it's a nice place to sort of cruise through. So I thought I'd do a third person view of this one. Just got to watch your head on a few branches that are overgrown a bit. They could be pruned off one day. So yeah, it's quite a large lawn. It takes around 2 hours to do this size, and that's on a ride-on mower. I think it'd be, well, you could do it with a push mower, but I reckon you'd be tripling the time at least. But yeah, there's rock edges all the way around, so you kind of got to be careful sometimes if there's a rock edge not to get too close, because the grass can camouflage it. In that case, thistles. But it's a nice, bit of a nice little track to go through there. Very Australian bush-like. The gum tree there. And here I'm just mulching up as much of that bark and everything. There's actually quite a few sticks that are a bit too large, but sometimes I just mow over them, shred them up. Bad for the blades on the mower, but I just change them over as often as I can. And here's just a little area that's got an island in the middle and a cactus in there. And I think there's a few fruit trees growing around the place, but it's just, yeah, it's just a nice little hideaway there up on this side of the river, on the house side of the river, I'll call it. And yeah, this is quite a steep little area, so obviously this is just in 5 times speed, I think. So there's no way I'm going that fast there. I'd probably flip over going that fast. There's the island, and I've mowed it down. That's the river, and the next place I'm heading. Yeah, it's a nice place down there though. It's a nice little hideaway. Could go for a walk on your own property if you live there. Right, so a little bit of thick grass growing around here. Turned into a bit of a paddock actually. But anyway, see what I can do to it. First I've got to mow here, then I've got to mow just behind that tree line over the river. and then I've got to go up the hill and mow up there, so it's going to take a while, but that's what I'm here for, I guess. I might leave the camera near that pot. I sat there about 2 years ago. I'm not sure why I sat it there really. I think it was just placed there and then I forgot to pick it up. But anyway, it's useful now. Yeah, so now I'm mowing down here in the lowest part, which is kind of like just an area that's not quite on the property, but it's across from the river, and the client just likes me to keep it nice and neat. I don't know who even owns it, but I think it's just I think she might own half of it, but I'm not going to just do half, so I just sort of do the whole thing. There's a chair down there, or a seat, and it's always full of animals down here. All sorts, native hens, crows, rabbits. There's just all sorts of things, birds. They just seem to flock around here, and no people really go there, except for me with a mower. So yeah, I'm just mowing as low as I can in this area too, around the trees, everywhere. Ah, well, that looks a bit better. Okay, so this I actually did last, I believe. This is almost like a four-wheel drive effort. I know where the track goes, that's the only reason I can safely go down here, and I know my mower fits. But I'm sure if you've never been down this track here, you would believe that I'm going to hit something. And I even thought that too. But I know that there's a space for the mower. I just had to believe and go through there. Yeah, it kind of looks like there's not even a track sometimes, but once I get past this fern I'll be right. And there we go, I'm through. It all starts to make sense now. It's quite a fun little place to mow sometimes. That was just showing where I was before, down with the gum trees and the island. And up here is a beehive. And me being allergic to bees, I'm not really that keen on going up there, so I turn around. And I'd never really mow that part there near the beehive. I actually go back right around, and then I come back up and mow around the clothesline. But I'm not brave enough to go near bees. Not if they're in a hive like that. They're all swarming. And I have been stung there before. And I swelled up for around about a week, so I'm not really... I think I might have learnt my lesson. But here's a nice rhododendron. It's white with purple spots on it. Kind of looks spotty. So I thought I'd zoom in and just have a look at that. And coming back out now to the area where I mowed before. Heading back in. I'm just staying as close to the rock edges as I can, just to get all them big thistles and that. I don't really have enough time to whippersnip right around this whole property, but I can do it when the grass isn't so long, because I can whiz around with the mower quite quick, and whippersnip doesn't take as long to do then. But at this stage, when I haven't been here for mowed for about a month, just tackling the long grass is enough sometimes. And this place is full of rabbit holes, so I've got to be careful not to fly over one of those with the wheels, because it hurts your lower back after a while. But here I'm just going backwards and forwards, finishing off this sort of last bit, and yeah, been quite a good day, and I thought I'd follow along commentating with the video this time. But yeah, these weren't the only 2 jobs I did today, so this was the first place I went to, and the hedge that I showed earlier on, that was actually the last. So I kind of did it in reverse, and then I did 3 other jobs in between them, so I did 5 jobs today because this one's such a big one. And there we go, it will just finish off on its own now, and yeah, thanks for visiting, and hope you liked the video.